Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
Welcome to Nevada Newsmakers. On the broadcast today, Lance Gilman joins us. He claims he's retired, but I'm not so sure. He's here for the whole show on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers.
Welcome to Storey County, where history meets innovation, and a pioneering spirit continues to shape our future. At the heart of the Tahoe-Reno Industrial Center, we power the future with global leaders in technology and manufacturing, driving progress that reaches far beyond our county lines. From advanced manufacturing to tech innovation, our industries are creating thousands of quality careers, fueling a vibrant economy that benefits every Nevadan. But it's more than just growth. Our community is our foundation, supporting families, empowering local initiatives, and creating a place where everyone belongs. Be part of a legacy built on bold ideas and boundless possibilities. Join us in building a brighter future right here in Storey County. Storey County, helping build Nevada's future.
The new year is bringing so much fun to Tamarack Casino with cash and free play drawings Thursdays and Saturdays, and $40,000 in grand finale giveaways Thursday, February 27th. Your good times are at Tamarack Casino.
This is Nevada Newsmakers with host Sam Shad on No Holds Barred Political Forum. Now, from the Nevada Newsmakers broadcast headquarters, here is Sam Shad.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we're always delighted to welcome back to the program Lance Gilman, who is sitting on his back deck in Florida. Welcome to the program, sir.
Oh, I'm delighted to be here with you, Sam. You're looking good, my friend.
Well, you're looking pretty darn good yourself. So we should explain that after 12 years on the Storey County Commission, you retired because you were term limited, and now your primary residence is in Florida. The Tahoe-Reno Industrial Center, you were a partner broker with that since 1998, and that was dissolved in January. Explain what happened there.
Well, you've been there every step of the way, and we finished up all of the sales, and we finished up the majority of the business. We got the pipeline extended from Reno Sparks out, so we've got a beautiful reclaimed water system going out there to a nice large reservoir. And so we're furnishing a lot of manufacturing water, cooling water for distribution and data storage. So we're done. And so it's time to move on. And so it was proper to fold the partnership at the moment.
All right. So let me ask you this. As you look back over almost 30 years, what were your thoughts when you first went out to what was then the Azamara Ranch in Storey County, 2/3 of Storey County, and it was just dirt? It had been various things prior to Roger Norman purchasing the property, but what did you think when you first went out there?
Well, so when I first went out there, we had just finished 10 years in Reno doing the South Meadows Business Park. And so I've actually been in Nevada about 40 years developing. So we learned in the South Meadows Business Park that there was an incredible amount of demand coming for Northern Nevada, but there was really no place to put them. If you were looking for 100 acres, and of course, we did many, many, many companies at 100 acres and more. Tesla went for 3,000. But we knew coming out of South Meadows that the market just didn't have any available land. You couldn't go north, you weren't going to go west, you couldn't go south. So development had to go east. And so I arrived out there looking at this, knowing that it really didn't look like industrial property. It's got a lot of hills and a lot of rocks, and there was a lot of folks that were questioning whether we had any sense or not. But I knew the demand was coming, Sam. And of course, that proved up very, very quickly. I think we're home to 150 of some of the finest companies in the world today. But when I went out there, I was looking for a large piece of dirt because I knew we had demand coming, Sam.
You know, we are posting shows going back to 2002 over the next few months. And it's funny in looking at those shows that you're doing the commercials, and I helped you write those commercials. Actually, you wrote them, but I helped produce them, I should say. And, and what was even funnier was that you and I sat in a trailer 5 minutes before we were to shoot the commercials, writing those commercials. But if you look at the commercials now, because we're leaving all the original commercials in the programs, you're standing in front of dirt saying, one day this will be, and you know, the vision was incredible. I mean, I know that people have been talking about the potential for that site for years. That part wasn't new, but nobody had come in to do this. And so how much faith did you have that you could pull this off?
Well, I can tell you that it was a frightening undertaking because of the topography, because of the land, because of the grading. And of course, folks in Reno, some of the development folks were saying, you know, they're standing up there waving their arms on a dirt track that they say is going to be a major intersection someday. So we didn't have a lot of support there in the local market, but we knew, Sam, that it was coming. I took Roger Norman out there and he drove around with me. And of course, you know, he's my 40-year partner. And he said, are you sure on this? And I said, yes, sir, I'm sure. I think we ought to take the plunge. So I was confident, maybe a little over optimistic, but I knew it was coming, Sam. I had been meeting with major corporate groups that could not relocate in northern Nevada. And that's still true today. They need the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center. And of course, there's plenty of development yet to go there in Storey County. And it's even going to go further east. And so the next stop will be Fernley. And although that hasn't come together because of a lot of different issues you and I've talked about over the years, it will. And that's really poised to be the next major step, I believe, in the Northern Nevada development.
One of the things that intrigues me about this story, and I've been privileged to be involved going back, you know, to 2005 with this, was when you landed the Walmart distribution center. I thought that was when it was going to really take off, because I presumed that all the purveyors, and this was a 1 million square foot building, that all the purveyors were going to line up around the project, and that was what was going to make it take off. But that didn't really happen. Did that surprise you that more people didn't move because of that?
It did. I anticipated it. I think we talked about it on the show during the day, and I really anticipated more of the subcontractors from the distribution. But you know, we actually became more of a fulfillment center next, as opposed to pure distribution. Some distribution came, but a lot of the fulfillment centers came, like, for example, the clothing manufacturers and the folks that were taking care of the infrastructure from the internet sales and those kind of things. And so that was the next thing that kind of developed as a surprise, if you will, as opposed to pure distribution. Reno, the Northern Nevada market, had always been pure distribution. As you well know, the Dermody family and a lot of others there in Reno had been developing pure distribution for years. J.C. Penney's had 2 million feet. But the story really that happened out of TRI is the companies that were looking, that wanted thousands of acres, were Google, which came, and Microsoft, which has come, and Tesla and Trek, and the companies that are really the leading industries, if you will. Artificial intelligence, AI, is now really focused in some areas there in TRI. So TRI was the new story for Northern Nevada boom, and it wasn't distribution. So am I surprised about what happened with Walmart? You know, they're a big company looking for a huge piece of land to park a lot of trucks and distribute from. These other companies, if you think about it, are tech companies that are value-added manufacturing and research and development, of course, a lot of data storage. So it's really the new industry of Northern Nevada. And I think as we look around the market today, a lot of the smaller companies are now following suit in that industry.
Let me have you tell a story that you've told before on this program, but at this point in both of our careers, it's worth retelling again. Tesla was originally being shunted towards Apex in Southern Nevada. And how did it end up coming to Northern Nevada, and the story of the plane?
Well, all right, just very, very quickly. I mean, I could start it anywhere in the story, but yes, we really weren't supposed to get Tesla. And Tesla, the administration was looking at sending Tesla south, especially because Apple had located across the freeway to the north. So they wanted Tesla, the administration wanted Tesla to go south. Tesla had been looking for 3 years and more in the nation for the exact right place to locate. And they wanted something that didn't have a lot of scheduling risk. And so in sitting with them, actually, Tina Eftiger down at the airport called me and said, Lance, we're not going to get them, but we'd like to show them Stead. And how about the airport and Lance, and we co-op a jet and see if we could fly them through here for a flyover and stop right quickly. And so, Sam, that's exactly what she accomplished. God love her, and a lot of credit has to go her way. And so we got the opportunity to sit with the Tesla folks. And I know I have to hurry a bit here, but so we're sitting.
No, take your time. Take your time.
So we're sitting at the table with Kevin Cassikert, and he's moved on, doing fabulous things. Has gone to Europe, I think. But we're sitting with he and Daniel Witt, and so they gave me 15 minutes to explain what they could see here in I don't think anybody believed it, and they were just doing us a favor because of the things that have happened in the past. So I couldn't explain TRI in 15 minutes. So I asked Kevin, well, if there's one thing that I can share with you, what does Tesla want to see here? And he said, Lance, we're worried about scheduling risk. And so, okay, in Tesla speaks, what's scheduling risk? And he said, well, how long would it take us to get a grading permit? Now, God bless Storey County and the folks and the county fathers and the people that had worked with us in processing the most unique development contract in America and a public-private finance plan. Really, it should be researched because it was leading edge technology in development. And so I said, well, Kevin, and I turned to Dean Haymore, who's really the father of early planning out at TRI. And I said, Dean, he was the developer, head of development there in Storey County. And I said, how long is it going to take him to get a grading permit? And so he said, well, usually it takes 7 days, but I had some paperwork filled out here. And if you'll fill it and he passed it across the table, then you can leave here with your grading permit. And Kevin looked kind of unbelieving. Our 15-minute meeting turned into several hours. We got in cars and went and looked at land. And really, I can tell you at that moment in time, their scheduling risk was answered and it just unfolded. We went from the first 100 acres that they looked at over to another valley that they wanted to 3,000 acres. Well, it went to 1,000 acres and then can we get 3,000 acres? And it was quite a story that unfolded, but it started at the table because they flew that jet in that the airport authority and Tina Heftiger co-opted.
So at what point in this did you realize that Tesla was going to change the face of Northern Nevada forever in a good way?
When did I realize that it was going to happen? I don't know that the light bulb ever turned in realization. Sam, I came into this world as a supreme optimist. And TRI started because I'm an optimist. and I always knew in my heart that TRI was going to find the success that it was going to have. But certainly Tesla changed the company that was looking our way. We became world a world focus, if you will. Hell, they wrote me up in Germany in a magazine called Der Tesla Cowboy, because I wear a cowboy hat with Tesla. And so Germany was talking about it, and the World Organization was looking. So because of all of the press, and the New York Times came out, and LA Times, and there was so much hoopla that went on about it, I pretty well knew we were in the catbird seat in development.
It's an amazing story. Let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk about a new phase of an old profession that you've been involved in. And it's not the one people might be thinking about. We'll be right back with Lance Gilman after this. As you know, Reno is booming. Toll's development company is helping it grow with insightful design and development, building community with every project, adding beauty, adding excitement, emphasizing our shared humanity. Reno is becoming bigger. Toll's development is helping it become better, more livable, more enjoyable. To learn more, go to tollsdevelopment.com. tollsdevelopment.com.
Save money and take transit. Did you know you can ride the bus all day for less than what it would cost you for a gallon of gas? Plan your trip now by going to rtcwashoe.com.
Like a traditional handmade basket, retail is woven into the fabric of life in Nevada. From big box to mom and pop, retail supports our communities in countless ways. Jobs for the disabled, team uniforms for kids, help for the elderly, and so much more. Retail employs over 1 in 10 workers. Retail supports Nevada, and we support retail.
RANNV.org.
Pro Group Management specializes in providing industries with the necessary components to satisfy and exceed workers' comp requirements. Every business has unique needs and specific regulations. Pro Group Management stays ahead of the curve, providing up-to-date services to keep your industry in top form. Discover how we simplify your tasks, improve efficiency, and reduce expense to keep you moving in a positive direction. Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
Here on 7 at 7, we're bringing you the local headlines in just 7 minutes.
We've got you covered in the morning, evening, and for all breaking news, in between, and as it happens.
Life is busy, and we don't waste your time. Join us for local news now streaming on our YouTube page.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we continue our conversation with Lance Gilman, formerly the partner broker with the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center and former Storey County Commissioner, and one of the fathers of TRI. Now, I know that you started out in your early days in your career with Capitol Records as a salesperson.
I did, yes.
And all these years later, now I find you in Nashville, Tennessee in a recording studio. Explain, sir.
Well, so I now have the opportunity to pursue some of the things that people might call hobbies. But yes, sir, I was the director of artist promotion and development for Capitol in the late 60s. And before that, I'd spent 10 years playing a lot of rock and roll music with a lot of folks. And so I love music. But once I entered the real estate game, things changed for me. And so I really didn't get a chance to pursue it. So what I now have is, they say I'm retired, but I'm pretty darn busy. I'm going back to that recording studio in April. My daughter, Katie, she's there in Reno with her husband and a wonderful family. And she sings. So we're heading for Nashville in April, and we're going to do an album with her. It'll be her second one, and her dad will do a little more. And so I have my album out, and I'm going to continue this pursuit. Matter of fact, I'm building a little recording studio here in Florida, where I can actually pursue my hobby sincerely, and we'll see where it all goes. But it's out, and not that bad, Sam. I was a little concerned in the beginning, but being 80 years old and still deciding that I can sing was a reach from afar.
Willie Nelson would call you a youngster.
He would, absolutely. I knew Willie. I worked with Willie, knew him pretty well. A lot of my guys are gone. I worked with Buck Owens and Merle Haggard and Sonny James and the Beatles in the day. Glenn Campbell was, I played some music with Glenn back in the day. So I'm getting to do a full circle back, but a lot of the fellas that I started this journey with are not here with us any longer, unfortunately.
Did you ever work with Clive Davis?
I did not.
Okay, I was kind of curious about that because he's been involved in so many things over the years. Let's take another break, and I want to look a little forward here if we can. All right, so we'll be right back with Lance Gilman after the Lance Gilman, recording star, after this timeout.
Welcome to the Ahern Boutique Hotel, where luxury and warmth come together in the heart of Las Vegas.
We take pride in offering a one-of-a-kind experience for both locals and tourists.
Join us for handcrafted cocktails and an unforgettable experience.
Joel's Chop House, the perfect place to savor views of the Las Vegas Strip.
Satisfy your cravings at the Ahern Chocolate Shop.
No smoking, no resort fees, and the parking is always free. The Ahern Luxury Boutique Hotel is your home away from home.
What do you count on? You count on your power every day. At NV Energy, we've always powered what's important to you, but we're not looking at the past. We're focused on the future. While our standards are high, our rates will remain low. And our commitment to renewables isn't just meeting standards, but leading the way. Because you can count on more than just your power. You can count on the company who brings it to you. That's our promise. You can count on it.
The Nevada Builders Alliance has been protecting the interests of the construction industry for over 50 years. Our programs save members thousands of dollars every year and allow them to provide much-needed benefits to their employees. Our industry also allows Nevada to grow. If you're thinking about a career in the construction industry, reach out. And if you haven't thought of a career in construction, what are you waiting for? We are the Nevada Builders Alliance.
For 50 years, Nevada Heating has been keeping people comfortable in their homes. At Nevada Heating, call the Do It Right guys and get the heat back on today. Call us today and we'll fix it today. That's the Nevada Heating way. Why freeze for days on end when Nevada Heating can get your furnace fixed today? Call us today and we'll fix it today at 323-5585 or schedule us on our website at nevadaheating.com.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we continue our conversation with Lance Gilman, formerly the partner broker with the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center, former county commissioner for Storey County, and claiming to be retired, but in the middle of a new recording career. And the album will be available on Spotify, Apple, and on their website. And you're going to come back when that launches to talk more about it. So your son, Donnie, has taken over your county commissioner seat. Well, he's earned his own county commissioner seat. I shouldn't say he's taken over yours. He already pulled off one of the biggest deals ever with Tract, correct?
I think the largest financial transaction in the history of the state.
That's amazing, just amazing. What are your hopes for him as he moves forward in this path? What's been your advice to him as he launches into a political career?
Well, God love that man. He joined me early on at when we were doing the Harley Davidson store, and so he's kind of learned and spent his time. He's been in the real estate game with me for years and years, so he's really prepared at this point. And as a father, I am so proud of the steps that he's taken. And he and his little wife, and they have 3 children. They're going to do wonderful work, and they're going to go on now with Storey County. I really see book 1 as being Storey County, where we met the poorest county in the state. They were in bankruptcy. They were going to be split by the state between Washoe and Lyon, and they were the poorest little group in the world. And now they're really the leading edge, if you will, in northern Nevada. They've proven to have excellent administrative capabilities. A lot of people don't realize, but they take care of all of the landfill and the trash for all of northern Nevada. They have the largest power distribution. They pretty well are family to the power distribution for northern Nevada. And now with TRI and the other areas they're developing, they're really going to enter and are the leading cutting edge for the new industry, the new Nevada in the north, and they have such proven leadership. And here is my son Don, And so now they're taking the next step, which is going to be book 2. And they're taking a lot of focus on regional planning. They're involved in a lot of the traffic planning. They have been very, very busy on getting ready to introduce a lot of residential into Northern Nevada and into Storey County. They've got the Painted Rock Group, and now we've got a new thing down in Dayton. So Don is going to enter this wonderful team of people that have proven over the last 25 years that they are so capable of leading the North into technology and development and fiscal management. They line item budget. They meet every quarter. They take care of their finances. And so now they're going to write book 2. And I really think that the world in Northern Nevada is going to see Storey County have a serious seat at the table in the majority of the community planning in the future.
Well, I just want to say thank you to you and Roger Norman for a wonderful relationship that still goes on to this day, and can't wait to have you back when the album comes out, and we'll have so much more to talk about. Enjoy your retirement, not so much retirement, in Florida there. It looks fabulous. I got to come visit you.
I'd love to have your company, Sam. Love to, soon.
All right, my friend. Thank you, and we'll be right back.
Each day, the Children's Advocacy Alliance partners with leaders, legislators, and families across Nevada to improve children's health, education, economic well-being, and safety. We recognize Nevada will be no better than the state of its children. Be a part of this change. Be a supporter of the Children's Advocacy Alliance. For more information, go to caanv.org.
Imagine a magical garden that feeds Carson City's hungry and homeless, teaches our high school students agriculture, creates hanging floral displays to beautify downtown, and yet charges nothing. It's not magic. It's the Greenhouse Project. It's real, it's growing, and it needs your help. Go online to carsоncitygreenhouse.org so together we can grow it forward.
A new year brings new ways to win big with the $150,000 flurry of cash giveaways at Carson Valley Inn. Thursday and Saturday prize drawings, including up to $5,000 in cash and up to $10,000 during the grand prize giveaways, only at the Carson Valley Inn.
Welcome to the Winnemucca Big R.
Hi, I'm John Walker. Welcome to Big R Lovelock.
Hi, I'm Rich Martin. Welcome to Fallon Big R.
My name is Braden. Welcome to Big R Fernley.
Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to Big R Sparks.
As always, you can watch Nevada Newsmakers 24 hours a day on various platforms, including television, radio, our website, audio and video podcasts, YouTube. You want to find the show, you can find it pretty darn easily. And we cover politics, business, health, and education. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next broadcast.